Okay, I hope this is going to be real quick. Okay, let me start like this. Or sometimes some people, or we ourselves, we blame people that came into our lives and on our past. And every time you look at that person, you're like, oh my God, this person is reminding me of how badly that person treated me, or the worst situations, or the worst moments. But I think one day, if you see it in this way, that God had to use that person or such situations in your lives to teach you a lesson, because sometimes you are very hard. Like I, Shakira, to come and they say, you know what, please don't do this, it's very hard, like it's really bad. Or someone else, or your mother, or the person you really believe in, your mentor, please don't do this, and you cannot. So God has to bring that person or that situation to teach you a lesson, to disappoint you. Like you give it all, you give everything you really think, like you give it all, you give it all your thought, everything. If it's a relationship, you give it all, you really love her. If it's business or that project or that contract, you give it all. And guess what? It disappoints you. That's what God does. God uses that thing that we really love most, and He turns it around and it disappoints you. And when it disappoints you, that's when you're like, yeah, what can I do? So such situations are supposed to teach us to turn to God, not to, and to appreciate that person. I want to thank, by the way, but I do thank people who were in my life for the past relationships that I went through, because they have taught me. And I thank them. I'm like, oh my God, thank you that this came in my life right now, that I really learned something in it. It has made me who I am today. And it comes to me to talk about the kids that we have with, God has to, at some point, God has to use that man or lady that you unite and you bring out that kid. But then it really tears me apart when I hear someone abusing that child of the spouse's mistakes. Or you're like your father, you're like your mother, because of this and this. No, treasure that kid and love that kid, and he's the light of God. God has a reason why you are her mother or you are his father. And if you don't do it, God is bringing the perfect partner, the perfect father or mother to that child. God normally does. Those children are children. Those children are for God. Stay with God. Be with God. Love God. Trust God.